Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Dev, aka the Unknown Variable here, back at you with another commentary. And I just want to start this video off by saying I apologize for the lack of content that has been on the channel recently. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed in that month time period that I was not posting. In short, my graphics card, my RTX 4080, decided it was going to spontaneously melt in my system. I'll post a picture right now. You can see the connector and what it decided to do. So I'm in the process right now of sending the card back to the manufacturer to get a new one sent back to me. But in the meantime, I do have a backup graphics card that I will be using so I can still produce content and stuff for you guys. But I digress. That isn't the point of today's video. I'm sure many of you have heard through the grapevine and through various different content creators recently that SM2, the fan-made Call of Duty mod, has been shut down by Activision. Now, I just want to say I know I'm a little late to the party, but I did have some issues trying to get the graphics card and everything set up. We're in business now, so I just felt like I should be making a video about this to give my opinion on it. And I have to say, Activision has hit a new all-time low. Now, for people who are unfamiliar, SM2 is a mashup of all of the Call of Duty games that we've seen in the past. A lot of old school Call of Duty games, guns from Modern Warfare 2, guns from Modern Warfare 3, guns from the Black Ops series. It was basically a passion project of everything being put into one Call of Duty game, making the ultimate Call of Duty game. For us OG Call of Duty players that aren't a big fan of the newer Call of Duty games and their nefarious business practices, their extremely questionable patents, and terrible gameplay design decisions. So the developers of SM2 and the official SM2 Twitter account actually confirmed this week that SM2 was being shut down by Activision. They received a cease and desist notice basically saying you have to shut it down or else we're going to come for you legally. So the team over there at SM2 decided, okay, time to shut down all operations, and they had to put the final nail in the coffin and completely end development of the game. Now, the reason why I think this is extremely scummy, and it's not something that I see with a lot of different content creators, a lot of people are just talking about how SM2 has been shut down, and that in itself is the main meat and potatoes of the video. But the thing that really exposes Activision's corruption and scummy business practices is the fact that you have clients like Plutonium, right? You've seen it on the channel. You're seeing it in the background right now. If you're a PC player that plays Call of Duty, you've heard of Black Ops 1 Plutonium. You've heard of Black Ops 2 Plutonium. You've heard of Modern Warfare 3 Plutonium. The list goes on. And all of these games are basically a custom client of the base game of the old school Call of Duty games. And these games are what I like to call a niche client. It's not exactly something that's extremely popular. You have a few thousand people maybe, and that's probably being generous on any given day playing these Plutonium clients. When a new Plutonium client releases, most of the time they get an uptick in players and then the game falls off and you get about the same 500-600 people coming back. Now with SM2, this is a totally different experience and a totally different ball game when it comes to the entire situation with SM2. And the simple fact is that SM2 had something like, I know I was looking at it today or yesterday. Now you got to keep in mind the Discord for SM2. A lot of people left since the announcement of the game being shut down. But at the time of making this commentary, I believe there was like 20 or 30,000 some odd people in the SM2 Discord. And the simple fact that there was that many people and that much hype around it, there was bigger content creators making videos on it. The voice was getting out there and a lot of people were starting to become interested in this SM2 client. And the only reason, and mark my words, the only reason why Activision shut this game down is simply because they see it as a threat to their bottom line. Now, I know you might be looking at me like, okay, thanks, Dev. That's Captain Obvious. I appreciate that one. But it just really shows how scummy it really is. Plutonium, like I said, 500-600 players. That doesn't hurt their bottom line. They pull off a few niche PC players from their new releases, and they don't really care. But when they see something like SM2, where people are getting interested in this, are actually getting more hyped than their Modern Warfare Part 3, Activision has to hit them with the cease and desist. And in reality, to me and many others, I'm sure that's not much of a surprise, especially coming from Activision. This is just something they do all of the time. This is just typical scummy Activision business practices. And really, as a Call of Duty content creator and somebody who enjoys the old school Call of Duty games, I haven't played Modern Warfare 2 2022 in like, I would say a good month or two. Like I haven't even booted the game up. It's just sitting on my computer, installed, just sitting there. I really could care less about it. And the player numbers reflect that. I'm sure we're going to have plenty of people that flock to this video that say, oh, the game's going well, plenty of people are playing it. No, the game's dying. Nobody cares about it. They're making Modern Warfare 3 or Modern Warfare 2019 Part 3, as my boy Fulu would say. But, nobody wants to play that garbage. Nobody wants to play any of the new Call of Duties. The last hope for Call of Duty being saved has now been thrown down the absolute shitter. I am extremely upset. If you're an OG Call of Duty fan, or maybe it's just somebody who is interested in SM2, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. This was a short one today. I hope everybody enjoyed. Make sure to have a great day. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss when I upload a video, and I catch everybody in the next commentary.